This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, the GME naked shorters were added again yesterday. They were doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on the what I consider to be criminal behavior in order to manipulate the price of GME. But even with all their manipulation, even with pushing the price down, people weren't selling their GME yesterday. Retail investors weren't selling. Institutions weren't selling. It was just pushed down because the bad actors can do what they want whenever they want with no real consequences. They have, I'd say, an agreement with the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI that they can rob and steal as much as they want as long as they don't rob and steal from other one percenters. I believe that is the unwritten agreement that they have, because what they're allowed to do in the United States stock market is really next level. And what they're doing with GME, next level. But they are going to lose, in my opinion. And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell GME. I'm just telling you that these bad actors had to double and triple down on their criminality in order to stop GME from really running yesterday. Okay? The GME volume, 48,860,854. Absolutely crazy. And you know why they needed that volume so high? To push the price down. If they created fake sell orders yesterday, no doubt in my mind about that. They were spoofing yesterday in order to push that price down. Okay, with that type of volume, AMC should have been running all day, but it wasn't. They were able to push it down. And how do they push it down? By creating sell orders that don't really exist. And the thing is, what they're doing isn't quantum physics. It's not something that anybody can decipher. These guys are criminals. That's what they are. They are straight up criminals. And in any other industry, they would be indicted and be in handcuffs. But somehow the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI closed their eyes to this obvious fraud and corruption. It's absolutely crazy to me. And the reason they closed their eyes, in my opinion, is because who are these guys robbing? Majority retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. And look at this. 38.8% of that volume, 42.1% of that volume was shorted shares. So they found 20 million GME shares to short into the market. 20 million. Who was lending their shares? Where did they get 20 million shares from? In any other industry, this would mandate an investigation. Somehow they found 20 million GME shares to short into the market and manipulate the price. And the SEC doesn't see a problem. The DOJ doesn't see a problem. The FBI doesn't see a problem that 20 million GME shares appeared out of thin air yesterday like a magic trick, and nobody wants to ask where did they get these 20 million shares from. It's absolutely crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. And short exempt jumped to 76,972, which is further evidence to me of the fraud and corruption and the counterfeit shares. The bottom line is this. The SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, they're not going to save us. They're not going to do their job and enforce the rules of the market unless they are forced to. And the only way they're going to be forced to is when these bad actors run out of liquidity, when they run out of money, or we get a judge that orders them to turn over the trading history. And when that happens, I believe, and this is just my opinion, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to be shamed into doing their job and holding the bad actors accountable. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Where do you think they got 20 million GME shares to short into the market yesterday? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.